President Aquino embarks on the second leg of his latest foreign trip, his destination, Canada. The president will pay a 3-day state visit to that country, during which several agreements will be signed. He will meet with Canada's Governor-General David Johnston and Prime Minister Stephen Harper, as well as with Canadian businessmen and Filipinos living and working in Toronto and Vancouver. The president flies to Canada from the city of Chicago, where he also had meetings with American businessmen. According to Secretary Sonny Coloma, business executives from various fields expressed interest in participating or continuing their involvement in Philippine business efforts. Added details from Ignacio.
American companies have expressed their intentions to help in maintaining economic stability in the Philippines. President Aquino met business leaders at TransUnion headquarters as part of his 2-day working visit to Chicago. Presidential Communications Secretary Sonny Coloma said the objective is to encourage foreign investors to continue expanding their businesses in the country. International business community lauded President Aquino's program would pay for a stronger Philippine economy. According to Secretary Coloma, some of them have expressed willingness to see other business potentials in the fields of infrastructure, internet connectivity, and exports.
Most of them expressed their appreciation for what the government has been doing to improve the business climate in the Philippines. They congratulated the President for the growth of the economy as one of the fastest growing in the region. And they also talked about the particular experience of their companies, some of which had been in the Philippines for decades. No? For example, one company, Cargill, which is in agribusiness, has been in the Philippines since 1948. And there was also a representative from Federal Express and General Electric. General Electric expressed interest in infrastructure. The President said that to develop our rail infrastructure in an accelerated manner. We also talked about the need for connectivity because of the archipelagic character of the country, so we need a lot of connectivity in terms of roll-on, roll-off facilities, seaports, and the like.
The Aquino administration is now looking at enhancing the so-called hotspots for internet connectivity essential for archipelagic country like the Philippines.
Yes, I encountered Secretary Montejo do Science and Technology Caravan in Davao region. And he's doing this throughout the country to be able to link up with the LGUs and explore how this can be fast-tracked, because we have facilities for internet connectivity, but this would also require participation of LGUs and their cooperation. For FedEx, for example, President Aquino mentioned the marble exports of Romblon.
Global business confidence are high in the Philippines due to reforms. Coloma said business leaders lauded the issuance of Executive Order 179 and 180 on the coal levy fund, as well as modernizing the Bureau of Customs. The President's meeting also centered on steps in connection with ASEAN integration and measures of accredit information for OFWs.
We're happy about the reforms that are taking place. And Secretary Purisima also updated them on the customs modernization legislation that's now in Congress. These are important in trade facilitation and also in promoting the Philippines as a participant in the global supply chain. There was also, it was Mr. David Ninan, President of International, a word is missing here, no, but they are in the Philippines performing credit information functions. No? And this is important because in ASEAN integration, information is needed for establishing the list of companies that are participating in inter-country trade.
At the sideline of the meeting, business leaders gave President Aquino jersey shirts of Chicago Bulls and Boston Celtics, the president's favorite basketball team.
The United States is the third major trading partner of the Philippines with bilateral trade worth more than $14 billion. For the People's Television, Rocky Ignacio, Chicago.